Sweeney Creek Trail. That looking south at Little St. Joe, where I was a few days ago, sitting up on that pile of rocks up there. The trail, it's the 27th of July today, by the way. That's where I came from. The trail heads up the ridge from the trailhead quite steeply for a couple miles, and then it starts to contour along the side of the hill. It's an excellent trail, and it's kind of level right here, and we'll start dropping pretty soon when we get to the spring. This is a 7.5 mile hike, by the way. I'm headed to Mill Lake. I'll see Peterson Lake, Duffy Lake, and Holloway Lake on the way. I would estimate that we're about 3 miles in. This is a little spring you come to on the way. I think there's a camp up here too. First water you see on the trip. This is the way I'm headed. We camp right up here just a few feet. But it's a dude trail. It's a good trail. Came from that way. There's a little creek spring here. A nice little camp. Kind of rough, but it's look here, but sloped. The guy could camp here. Headed that way. Little St. Joe, and you see that ridge is up from St. Joe, and that's St. Joe Peak. Headed down into this canyon here. That's, I guess, the North Fork, Sweeney Creek. South Fork over there, and you see little falls over into that mountain. I'm headed along this trail here, just coming towards the hill. This is the first glimpse of Peterson Lake. We're within about a mile of it, I guess, as the crow flies. I think that's Sweeney Peak up there. Sweeney Falls down there. We can see them from our house. Kind of roaring this year. A better shot. Well, we're making progress. Just about to see the fish in the lake. Hee. On some rock outcroppings here. Start switchbacking down through these rocks, pretty steep right here. I think over in that canyon, you hear water coming down. We go just about straight down. I took a Trail started switchbacking steeply down the hill. This is the creek I mentioned, the beautiful falls. The trail will continue, I believe, to switch back and forth. And switchbacking. A lot of bear grass. We're basically at Peterson Lake. Just 5 minutes we'll be there, but I'm going to walk right on by it just for sake of time. I'm going to be up there on that bench. I don't want to hike too much in the dark. I want to play around a little bit while I'm here. That's where it came from. The valley. Looking south. Looking north. Mountain goes in those rocks somewhere. Well, I changed my mind. Nice little swimming area right here. Didn't even take a dip. I don't have time. We're on the way back. Pretty little falls over there. Head up the trail that way. I think I'm going to be in snow. Holloway. That's what the trail looks like above. It's not a bad trail either. Part of the reason, I think, is these used to be irrigation lakes up here, but I don't think they're anymore. But they had to have a good trail to them to service them. Kind of muddy. If it wasn't a creek bed, it'd be a nice trail. Some places on this trail, didn't know where you were going, didn't watch for the cairns. A lot of rock, over the rock type. I think this is the creek coming out of Duffy. There's a waterfall right here close. Just had probably a father and son horse, and pack horse. go by. If you look way up there, you see the two big waterfalls. One of them is coming out of Holloway Lake. Ate my lunch here, did a spot from here. This is a little pond before you get to the lake. A lot of mosquitoes. Lake's over there against those rocks. That's Duffy Lake. It's this little pond, but it's a pretty good sized one. Pretty little place. Snow right there next to it. There's snow around this here lake. This is Duffy Lake. Very peaceful setting here, like most. Go up that way now to Holloway and Mill. The upper end of Duffy Lake. I'm now headed up the trail to Holloway. Already crossed a couple snowfields. Going to Holloway now. This trail's not very well marked. It's got a lot of cairns. Hopefully we'll have all the way up. Going up the top of that ridge up there. And I hope we do it by a miss of snowfields. Snowfields, at least in Montana, where most of the people die in the hiking in the wilderness, don't realize how dangerous they are, and they don't realize there's rocks at the bottom. They play on it. If there's a big snowfield, I probably won't go on it. Looking down on Peterson Lake. Duffy's right over there. Headed up that ridge. Quite a waterfall over there. Can't tell for sure, but I think that's where the trail's going, and if it is, I'm going a different direction. Try crossing the hillside over here. Making my way up this steep hill. Well, it hasn't been too bad, no worse. Sending a spot from here. I'll do it quite often going up this hill in case I hit a rock and bounce. I don't know where I am approximately. think the lake is just right up there. I think this must be one of the outlets. And impressive stuff here. There's a trail crossing down there, but I decided that weren't going to be. Over this way here. Well, this is Holloway Lake. It's up there. Gnarly old lake. It's interesting. The lake is right up. Absolutely. Well, we're not doing that. Where that water's coming from. Windy. It's supposed to be warm today. Ho ho. Real cold, but the wind kind of makes it feel like it is. The lake's right up above that waterfall, that little depression right there. If I can make it to it, I will, but I'm short. We'll see. These trees have a lot of weather right here on this little hump. Only thing that's keeping this lake here. Looks like there's snow still on there on the end of the lake. Ice and snow. Amazing. Last of July, almost August. Nice and snow. I'm not gonna go over to Mill Lake. I can see it. That's it. Very big. See what's necessary. We'll be crossing snowfields to get there. It's gonna take longer to get out of here because of the trail being blocked. Good swimming. Hey, ah. Interesting lake. I've never seen a lake quite like this. These weathered trees here, white bark pine, some kind of a spruce. Spruce probably. I haven't seen any campgrounds. There may be one over there on that rock. Maybe up Mill Lake somewhere. Or down at the other end of this lake too. Got a beautiful color to it. Take a break here and I'm going to head down. One last shot and head out. I think I've ever seen a lake where I was right at the brim like that and ready to run out right at the edge about maybe something. It's kind of weird. Especially when there's another outlet down below. Headed down. I don't know if I can catch that, but there's some blue water down there. Blue ice and blue water. Weird. That's where I came from. See the creek over there. And this is where I'm going. The worst is over with. That's the outlet of the lake that I was at. I worked my way down over this way instead of going up the way the trail did. There's quite a few markers, but the trail goes into the snow. An interesting little grove or forest of alpine fir. Dark, there's not much sunlight gets into here. The sun is dropping. Sheds different light. As I go down.